Morning. It's a Monday morning, and nice to be with you today on Clocking the Gallop. We've got MX on the line from Gqeberha, down in Nelson Mandela Bay country. The weather looks good behind him and around him. He's in his Uber this morning, about to start his daily duties. And a very good morning to you, MX. Nice for you to join us again on a Monday morning. And we're still getting over the shock defeat of Charles Dickens. We were just talking about it before we started recording. Punters are licking their wounds today.
Good morning, Nico. Yeah, that's wrestling, Nico. I don't think there's any horse that can get beat. I don't think so. All horses can get beat at any time. So that I don't think that makes Charles Dickens not a good horse. I still believe Charles Dickens is still a very, very good horse to look out for in South Africa. So yeah, people must know that every horse can get beat at any time.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I mean, Alistair Cohen tweeted that exact same point yesterday, saying that every champion has been beaten at some stage or other. And there's no doubt Charles Dickens is a champion. We all wanted him to win. The racing purists are certainly, their egos are dented today because they expected him to win. But he will come back and fight another day. It just wasn't to be on Saturday. And the elements conspired to beat him, if I can put it that way.
Every horse, Nico, will get beat. I only follow a lot of SA racing. I believe once upon a time, MK's Pride was a machine, winning so many feature races, but he got beat. So, like, people must expect anything in horse racing. Like, yeah, there is no bank in horse racing.
No certainty. Okay, let's talk about today's racing. We've got 8 races to get through. They're on the poly track today. As we mentioned, the weather in Quebec is good, so I don't think there's any chance that we're not going to get through that meeting today. So let's go straight to our first race, where number 1 is the only scratching on the card. Lily of Orange is out. And the favorite here is Minstrel. Well, in fact, the favorite is Executor at 13-10. Minstrel Gallery been backed into 16.5-10. When I looked at the card last night, after I did the conversation with Nino, I preferred Minstrel Gallery to Executor. What do you feel?
Yes, Nico. Yes, Nico. That's true. I already took my bets yesterday, as I took Mr. Garrel to win the race. There was a bit value than today because Executor was the favorite when I took that bet. So now I see Mr. Garrel is a favorite. So I think I contributed to that horse to go down because I took Mr. Garrel to beat Executor, and then number 2, that is St. Patrick's Day, and then number 5, that is Ray Flame. Ray Flame.
Ray Flambe, yeah, number 5.
Yes. So okay, that's 11, 4, 11, 2, 5. But I think as for number 4, that's my banker as well. For my buy pot, I've already took my buy pot. People will see more on my tips on the.
I saw you were up pretty early. You must have been up early this morning doing, because all your tips are loaded on the Tab app already, which is great. I see you've loaded a number of bets on there, and I see that your percentage isn't too bad. You've crept up since I last looked, so you must have been winning a few things.
Yes, Nico, today I'm in business, Nico. Today, I think it should be a good day for me.
Okay, so you're confident today, MX? You're confident with your selections today?
I am high confidence, Nico. Very high.
So we're starting off with a good win bet on number 4, Minstrel Gallery, in the first race, according to MX. That's the start of the buy pot. Let's go to the start of the PA today. Race 2 is a maiden over 1,600 meters. And no real changes to report over here in terms of anything important. There's the betting. Federal Reserve has been backed to favorite, to outright favorite, but closely tracked by Foot Soldier and Vuvuzela Umlilo. What did you think?
Yes, Nico, in this race, I've got only 3 horses. Those 3 that you're talking about, I think it only depends on the day what happens. So I choose number 5 to win the race, followed by number 4. Followed by number 6, Vuvuzela Umlilo, and then number 4, Foot Soldier, and then number 7, the last bell. So I surely believe that would be the quartet for today. 5, 6, 4, 7 in race 2.
5, 6, 4, and 7 are the numbers for MX in race 2. He likes Federal Reserve, the horse that is being backed there in the second race. Okay, let's track to the third race. Start of the pick 6 at 2:15. It's a novice plate and it's run over 1,000 meters. And there are no changes in the third race, MX. Looking at the betting, the money's coming for this horse, Modern Magician. It's now to 9 to 10. It was as big as 12 to 10 yesterday, but 9 to 10 this morning. 33 to 10 Coastal Path, 4 to 1 Stay the Course. What did you feel?
Nico, I met Modern Magician, my banker for the day, my best bet for the day, because of what I seen last time. The horse finished like a cracker. So I was very impressed last time. I was really impressed. No jokes, Nico. I thought this was next time will kill them. So here we go today. Throne 1, same pilot on top, better draw. I believe this horse can be a cracker today. We run a cracker, followed by number 4, that is Coastal Path, which has taken some good horses. And then by number 3, Stay the Course. I also like the horse. And then number 6, Drop of Time, first time in PA with Matsuno and Kelly Mishley. Yes, so 1, 4, 3, and 6 in race 3.
1, 4, 3, and 6. You're confident about Modern Magician. The drop down in trip, they've put the blinkers on today. So just note that the blinkers have gone on. You might not pick it up, but it is a subtle change in the computer form. Last time you'll see H, which meant compression mask. Today you'll see J. J means blinkers and a compression mask. So they put the blinkers on Modern Magician today to sharpen it up for the drop in trip, I suspect, 1,000 meters. Interesting for me is Coastal Path had a merit rating that was as high as 88 and 86 when he ran against Kaya's Hope in those feature races in October last year. He's dropped down to a 76 today. I think that the difference between the two isn't as big as the betting suggests. So that's my comment on it. Whilst Modern Magician may well win, I don't think that Coastal Path should be as big a price as 33 to 10. Right, let's go to race 4. And that's what I said actually about the other day about Charles Dickens and Jet Dark MX. I was saying to Lyle Cooper on Saturday morning, apart from saying that Al Mutana had a big outside chance at 50 to 1, I said to him that backing Charles Dickens at 4.5 to 10 and 5 to 10, and backing a place on Jet Dark, which was 33 to 10, for me, I'd be the places on Jet Dark more than I'd be the wins on Charles Dickens, because you knew Jet Dark would run in the first 3, and that for me was the bet of the race.
Yeah, that's a good point, Nico. That's all what I always do when I'm taking my bets. When the favorite is right, then for me, I'll find the best place was in the race.
Yeah, it's a tactic that I think that punters need to be more accustomed to, because they moan and groan when these odds-ons get beat. But the reason why bookmakers have been in existence for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years is because odds-on favorites get beat, and more than they win.
Yes, Nico, that's true.
Not maybe more than they win, but the percentages, when you're taking less than even money, more win than get beat. But when you average it out, it turns out that it's in the bookmaker's favor.
That's true, man. That's true.
Okay, let's go to race 4, which is a tough race, because this is a fillies and mares 63 handicap. It's not easy. I see the blinkers have come off Southwester, and a compression mask goes on the 8. She's a Kind of Magic. What are your feelings here? It's wide open in terms of the betting.
Yes, Nico, this is a very tough race, Nico. But I made the race to be dominated by Alan Cliff, which is I picked number 10 to win the race, Pocket, followed by number 3, that is a Quick Count, then number 1, Emil Spirit, and then I will close with number 2, Baby is Called Outside.
Okay, so you think it'll be an Alan Creef dominated race. You're liking Bouquet number 10, who's at 4-1 ahead of the stable companion Quick Count. You didn't mention the money horse Miss Rose, which is coming from 8-1 to 6-1. You don't like Miss Rose? It's a big jockey strike from the last time.
Yes, Nico. I think it's a good horse, but I don't think can win this in this race.
Okay.
I don't think so, Nico.
So you prefer
no.
Bouquet is your top choice, eh?
Okay, Quick Count, and then MS Spirit, and then Baby is called outside. Those four in my pick 6 are enough. We'll save to see about this Miss Rose or whatever. But yeah.
Okay. Just a quick comment on MX is still also very, very shy today because yesterday in the Hollywood Bets Punters Challenge, you tell me you got 6 out of 8. We had Alan B walking away with 1.5 million rand because he got 8 out of 8. You were close.
I was close, Nico. I was close, and when I look at it, the horse that took me out, Iron Wheel and Pray for Rain, I think they jumped as favorites. But when I took them, they were not favorites, and then they jumped as favorites, like Pray for Rain jumped as favorite. But yeah, as for Iron Wheel, ran a very disappointing race.
Better on the turf maybe than the poly.
Yes, maybe Nico, but that's horse racing. Yeah. You win some, you lose some.
Well, you got 75%, 75%. If you wrote an exam yesterday and you go back to matric or you go back to school and you get 75%, you pass with a distinction. You know that. So that's very, very good. Look at it that way. Okay, let's go to race 5. Race 5 is a merit rated 82 handicap, 1,200 meters, 20 past 3 is the off time. No changes in the 5th race. Tell us what you fancy here. Again, the betting's close.
Okay, Nico, Naval Secret is my first choice in this race 5, followed by number 6, Brass Bell, and then number 3, Life on Mars, and then number 4, Al Qasim.
Okay, so you're tipping Naval Secret. He's a very good horse on the poly track. Louis Kotwa rides. He rode a Group 1 winner, Make It Snappy, on Saturday. So he'll be on a high today. So you're going for Naval Secret, 33-10. To beat home this field, Brass Bell, Life on Mars, and Al Qasim. There is one other I wanted to mention. It's the newcomer, number 7, Path of Choice. He's never run on a poly track. He's never run in Gqeberha, but it'll be interesting to see how he goes. He's the dark horse in the race for me, number 7, Path of Choice. Race 6, 10-4 is a fillies and mares 70 handicap over a mile. Blinkers go on, number 2, Double Destiny. And no cheek pieces on, in fact, that's not that race. That's the next race. So race 6, there are no changes. Let's go to your selections here. Again, a tough contest. They're betting 4-1, the favorite Demigod, 9-2, Saint Anastasia. How did you see race 6 working out?
Yes, Nico. When I look at it, last time, Smanga came back from the back to beat Saint Anastasia, on the line. He was carrying 57.5. Today is carrying 61. I think the result will change this time around. Saint Anastasia, I'm picking Saint Anastasia as my first choice. Chess Mujang for Joannel to beat number 6, Silver Slippers. With Miller. And then I'm going with number 1, Demigod for 3rd, and then number 9, Mrs. Hotline for 4th. Then I will also have to add on my pick 6, Nico, number 10, Opera Swing, in case. So actually in this race, I've got 5 horses. 5 is my first choice, 6 second choice, 1 third choice, 9 fourth choice, and then 10 for a additional choice there. Okay,
so there we go. 5 numbers there to work around, to smash around in your bets in race 6. With MX siding with Saint Anastasia, the same horse that Nino Podesta tipped last night to beat Silver Slippers, where there's a smattering of support into 8-1. On we go to race 7 now. That 7th race, I gave you those changes in the feature, the Allo handicap. You can put blinkers on number 2, Double Destiny, no cheek pieces for the 4, Easy Living. Those are the changes. Yeah, a bit of money for Sherry for me from 5-1 at 4-1. You've tipped this horse before, has to carry 60 kilos, joint top weight with Double Destiny. But they're betting 4-1 the field here, 4-1 Double Destiny, Sharif for me, 9-2 Pinnacle and Chronicles of Narnia, and then 5-1 Carbonado and 11-2 Rainbow Thief. Give us your thoughts on this race.
Yeah, Nico, as for share for me, I'm not sure if the horse loves the poly track, because if I check the formula for the poly track is very bad, Nico. So I'm not sure if the horse is good on poly track. Yeah, we have to give a chance and see what's going to happen today. But my first choice here was number 5. That is Pinnacle.
Yeah,
was my first
9-2.
choice. Yes, Nico. Number 5 was followed by number 2, Double Destiny. Then number 6, that is Cabanado. And then number 3, Rainbow Thief for 4th.
Okay. So you feeling that Gavin Smith might take this one with Pinnacle. That is 9-2 in the market. I see that when it did beat Carbonado 2 runs ago, and it's better off at the weights. Pinnacle gone down 2, Carbonado's gone down 1, and it beat it by 1.6 lengths. I think you're onto something there. Pinnacle to beat which horse for second? Double Destiny.
Double Destiny, then Carbonado.
And Carbonado. Yes, right, so you don't like the money or Sherry for me?
Nico, I have to watch the racing today to see how does Share for me performs, because the reason I don't choose the horse, because I think the poly form is not good for this horse. So yeah.
Okay.
We have to see, and Diego is writing it for the first time, so we'll see what's going to happen.
Okay. Let's move on to the 8th and last at 5-5, a merit rated 68 handicap, 1,300 meters. A tongue tie's gone number 2, then in focus. That's the only change. These are the races that you're pretty good at. Again, if you go back to Friday's podcast with MX, he tipped the quartet. Your 2 roving bankers ran 2nd and 4th. You put in the winner. Thanks to you and thanks to Nina. American Landing eventually won back on the turf. That's a nice talking point that we've got between our team. And Tizzetti, I think it was, ran a nice race back and forth. That was the one that you were confident would run a good race. So well done on winning the quartet. What are you basing the last race quartet on? What do you like here?
Yes, Nico, in the last race, my first choice would be number 3. That is Dalil, Fumim Joker for Mackenzie. Second choice is going to be number 1, Duke of Orange, JP for Smith. And then my third choice is number 8, Flinders Range, Ryan Manga with this man. Then my 4th choice would be number 2, Then in Focus from Smith and Ottawa.
Okay.
Then, yes.
And what else?
I will also add number 6, Admiral Chance there. So those are my top 5. And as for my quartet, I'm roving those first 2 choices, number 3 and number 1, by 286.
286. And can I urge you to try it and put in tuck as well or not?
Yeah, Nico. Truly speaking, you correct, because I did add a tuck and then I scratched it off. So
yeah, I'd like you to re-add. I'd like you to re-add tuck to run in the first 4. So your rovers are 3 Dalil and 1 Duke of Orange.
Yes. Then I will add 2, 6, 7, 8. Ne? As you asked me to add tuck, I will add tuck in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're riding a step up from a tuck. You're in an Uber, but the tuck is a step down if you're riding that in the East. Okay, so how are we going to end off the day? We're going to end off the day with MX telling us what his best bets are and what his value bets are for the day. Give it to us before you say cheers to us and you go on your merry way.
Yes, Nico, I only got a triple for today, which is race 4, number 10, race 6, number 5, and then race 8, number 3.
So race 4, number 10, Bouquet. Then race
6, number 5, Saint Anastasia.
5, Saint Anastasia.
Then race 8, number 3,
and race 8, number 3, Dalil. Okay, so in bookmaking terms, you can take a patent And what a patent
Yes.
is, it costs you R4 a bet.
Yeah.
Gives you
Yes.
1 treble and 3 doubles, I think, is the bet there. So the
Yes,
bets
yes.
are in race
Fantastic.
4, Bouquet, race 6, Saint Anastasia, race 8, Daliel. Thanks very much. I'll
Yes.
see you on Friday. I hope you've got the map to take us to the breakfast place. We're going not to the place we went last time, which had a beautiful view of the sea, but we're going to that other place just down the road from that. But remember, MX,
Yes.
the jockeys are paying. The jockeys
Yes,
will
Nico.
pay this time round. They will have to dig deep into their pockets. Shame. I feel so sorry for most of the jockeys. They don't earn enough, but they will dig deep into their pockets and they'll pay for you and me for breakfast on Friday. I'll make sure about that.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you. I will see you on Friday.
Tell them when you see them today what they're in for on Friday. Okay.
I will tell them, Nico. Definitely, I'll let them know. Hopefully, they're not gonna run away.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much, MX. Have a great day. We'll speak to you later.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you. Cheers.
Bye-bye.